The family of a Brant County man who disappeared almost 30 years ago is renewing its appeal for answers. Robert William Comu was last seen at his rural property near Paris in 1996. His sister says the family has waited too long to find out what happened. CTV's Hannah Schmidt is live with more. Hannah, you had a chance to speak with Comu's sister today.
Yeah, and Tony, she told me the family marked the 29th anniversary of his disappearance last week. Hilda Netzi says her brother's case continues to haunt her because she doesn't believe he left by choice.
Search called off April 9th.
It was back in the winter of 1996 when Robert William Comu seemingly vanished. No goodbye, no signs of his whereabouts, just an empty house and a trail that went cold almost immediately.
He had just changed the tire on his truck. The lights were on, the door was open, the music was on, the same song was on repeat. His wallet was there, cash was in there.
Nearly 3 decades later, his sister, Hilda Netzi, continues to search for answers.
Maybe we're going to get closure, finally, one way or another, and maybe have a funeral for Rob.
The last reported sighting of the 29-year-old was on March 31st of that year.
The last sort of reports that we received were that Robert may have been seen with 2 identified males in a pickup truck the days leading up to his disappearance. So that's really all we have now and have been going off of for the past little while.
Just behind me is the property that Comu lived on at the time of his disappearance. According to his sister, a neighbor reported seeing Comu working on his truck on the evening of March 31st. He said one moment he was patching a tire and the next he was gone.
Absolutely no body anywhere. The search happened right away. The Grand was searched and dragged, helicopters, dogs, everything.
Police say foul play is not suspected and are also hopeful that DNA can help solve the case.
We did work with the family to get DNA, and even that's a fairly recent development in terms of our investigative abilities.
All these years later, they are also renewing their appeal for tips.
Even though it's 30 years later, it's not too late. Like, having closure for the family would bring them a lot of peace.
A family that is hopeful the silence will soon be broken.
If you were alive still. Yes. Absolutely. He's not been forgotten.
Police say they're following up on all leads and they're working with the National Center for Missing Persons and Unidentified Remains. Anyone with any information related to Comu's disappearance is encouraged to contact Ontario Provincial Police.